Most of you may think that there are only 4 children in the Pothdays household. This is in fact not true. There is a 5th member. He was adopted in 1994, and he's a special guest star for today's Pothdays podcast episode. He is the myth, the man, the legend, David Farrell. So David and I are going on a little road trip. We're going to be taking along the camera. We're going to be doing a little Woe Day action with David Farrell picking up where Brian Norris masterfully left off. Now this could be as bad as Spider-Man 3.
Hey, that was a good movie.
Really awesome too. So, Pothdays Podcast, Episode 6. Pothdays are our lives, baby. We're back! Woo!
Alright, so David. Can you tell us how you gotta be so cool?
Well, I wasn't always cool. First off, I mean, I was pretty much a geek up until college.
Dude, you were the kid that, during the violin recitals, would make faces at your mom during the program when you knew she couldn't do anything. Hey. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was true. Now, the one thing, I think the one thing that made me cool was because, you know, I just started making random jokes out of nowhere. Like, for instance, anybody who knows me knows the one phrase that I say without fail, and it's your mama box. Okay, let me think of another reason why I'm so cool. Oh, I got a job. So that's one reason why I'm cool, you know, because, you know, I've heard of college students who are bums for a year after they graduate.
Hey.
Josh. In Genesis, Eve was made from the rib of Adam. So, obviously, most men like women. You know, and so it struck me as maybe because women were made from men's ribs that men like ribs. So, I don't know. You guys think about that? I'll let you know.
All left. It is my new catchphrase, because, you know, people say all right all the time, but I think left gets left out sometimes. What if you're feeling really bad that day, and you say like, I feel really bad, but I don't know what to say. Why don't you say all wrong, or all left? All left sounds cooler though. That's just my opinion.
Sometimes I wonder, David.
Sometimes I wonder about you, Josh.
So we're walking down Main Street. We see this shop. It's a gift shop. It's spelled P-E at the end. So it has to be a store. Here we have the book from Oprah's book list, Fine Sugar to Your Sister, that was eventually made into a movie. I'm going to go on a limb here and say, if you saw this movie and liked it, you should rethink your life. There's a place where we were visiting called Things Unique. Well, it's very unique in the fact that, you know, there's absolutely nothing inside the building. There is also this one called Artist in Cahoots, which kind of makes you wonder if it was run by the mob down here. We saw a variety of churches down here. One struck our fancy quite
Best named church ever.
Manly Memorial Baptist Church.
That's right, Manly Memorial.
It's basically, you know, Baptist Church memorializing the manliness of man.
So, David, I take you were a real ladies' man.
Me? I don't want to call me a ladies' man. I would say that I know how to have an intelligent conversation with a woman.
I understand you can give advice about relationships. You're
I can't give
qualified.
advice about relationships. If you don't want those guys Googling all over your body, stop wearing those immodest clothes. For all those, you know, really modest Christian women out there who can't seem to find a nice Christian guy that isn't a wimp, you can always go somewhere else and find a guy that is willing to make the jump. Like me, for instance.
His number is 555-6629.
Fellas, be respectful of your women. Okay. Also, stop Googling the women. It's a little bit of product placement here for you. Okay. Actually, Chick-fil-A sweet tea is really good, but Wendy's is good too. I don't like my tea extremely sweet, just enough to get you that edge that you need for the rest of the evening. But Chick-fil-A is like zing! Some sweet tea so sweet you can pour it on your pancakes and make syrup out of it. That sweet tea is delish. But on the other hand, you have people like me who don't like it super sweet. But for all of you guys who like that kind of sweet tea, I recommend Hardee's as a second to Chick-fil-A's, because I used to be like that. And then I realized lots of sugar does things to you. Does weird things to people that were normal before they drank sweet tea. By the way, country is of the devil.
Yes!
Okay, country. I am from Virginia, for goodness sakes, and I can say this with confidence. I absolutely abhor country music. There's just something about a banjo being played along with an electric guitar that's just wrong. The old school country music, like Randy Travis and Willie Nelson and Johnny Cash and Hank Williams, I can respect. But as far as this new stuff, like Gretchen Wilson, Redneck Woman, what the heck is that? Okay. Or Shania, don't get me started with Shania. Oh my goodness, man, I feel like a woman? No. Although I do like that commercial where that guy was singing that song in the car. That was really funny. People are trying to bring country music into cities, which doesn't make any sense to me. Why was it called country in the first place? For instance, Cleveland. Okay, Cleveland is the home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And they're playing country music there. What the heck? Country music is of the devil, okay? You can quote me on that. Country music is of the devil. If you have just one good friend that you can confide in and share life with, you've done more than most people. I really have enjoyed this friendship with Josh, and just being with him, and this road trip. This is the first time we've been alone for a couple of days, just to talk and chat, enjoy life together.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of a moment, and we both appreciate good humor, and so that's one reason why we're doing this podcast. But also the main reason why we're doing this podcast, I think, is one, make people laugh. That's the one thing, and two is because we want to show you that there are people out there who care for you, and friendship is possible. It's amazing what we both like.
Yeah. It's pretty much a one-to-one correspondence, to be honest.
Yes. And Josh has actually gotten me into certain things just because we both have the same kind of tendencies. Like Poirot, I had no idea who Poirot was until I met Josh Pothdays. And then I've gotten hooked ever since. We hang out and have fun and all that, but we also have really cool, deep conversations about life.
Women.
Life, women, and my favorite topics, of course, are our belief in Christianity. Whenever we have a theological discussion, when it comes down to it, life is not about me. It's not about the glorification of David Farrell or my success or getting lots of money. It's not about the American dream. It's about the kingdom of heaven and doing things that will last forever. And so that's
David, as this road trip draws to a close, you got any final words?
Stay cool. Keep being yourself. Learn to laugh at yourself sometimes. And as always, stay tuned into the Pothdays podcast.